What's up, everybody? This is Nomadics, and today I'm going to be playing some more Rival Crimson Chaos. Anyways, if you couldn't already tell, you could probably tell. Okay, so we are playing an Armored Wolf deck. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I did get the Wolves up to level 10. The way I did that is on other cards. You can see this blue plus sign as well as the 3 cards with a blue plus. You press on that, you can convert your essence to cards. Common cards are 1-to-1. Rare cards, I think, are 10-to-1. Epics, 100-to-1. And legendaries, 1,000-to-1. So you can exchange them. Some players are going to opt to get commons very quickly and then cash their extras in for essence or coin at the end whenever you get it maxed up again. So it's not like the cards that you get are completely unusable. So do keep that in mind. Now, the rest of the deck, as you can tell, I am running a Swarmy leader card. This is kind of like the Jump Troopers, so they're just going to jump down on the tower, and they're going to start wailing their heads on it, like just freaking headbanging the hell out of it. And you can tell, they got knives on their heads, little armor protection spikes on their back. Pretty cool. Anyways, so rocking Igor. Igor is going to be kind of our swarm management. I can play Igor with Golem, even though that is a 9 energy push. It will prevent the pesky Skull Swarm, which is often the counter to Golem. One other thing that's a problem is Chain Trap, counter Chain Trap. But that's why I try and play Golem in conjunction with the Wolves. And the reason I do that is simply because then they'll chain one of the Wolves rather than the Golem. It just depends on how early it is. We're running Skull Swarm, so I have the potential for split push. I have that immediate DPS to deal with cards like Parry Knight and deal with, just very problematic cards that a lot of players are running. Obviously, if you're looking at the deck, I am running 2 troop cards with the Zealots and the Hydras. Hydras go great behind the Golem simply because they take out Skull Swarm so quickly. Pretty efficient trade, I think, if you can get it behind, but you have to play it the right distance because they are so fast. They will pass up the Golem and get to the tower first if you play it incorrectly. Now we're also running Enchantress. Purpose of Enchantress is because we need her to stop counter Golems, to stop other pushes. Honestly, I think this card is the one that is probably swappable in the deck. If you wanted to run something else, if you had like a legendary that you wanted to run, if you had a low cost, say you don't have Enchantress at a competitive level, you could run Grail Knight, I think would be okay. You could run the Sniper. You have options. You could lower the cost of the deck and run Arena Stewards. Overall, I think I like the spot that Enchantress fills, but I think she is replaceable in the deck. Then we're running Chain Trap. This way we can pull cards to our center tower and have it attack the tower. We can pull tanky units into the middle so that they're getting shot by 3 towers and we can take it out very quickly and efficiently. And then we're running Spikes. Now, Spikes, I also think, are subbable in the deck. Sometimes Spikes will come in clutch and you'll actually win because you have the Spikes and you can do that last bit of damage. Since there is no leader control aspect where you can just run in and snipe a tower, you kind of need a DPS card to take care of it. But I do think Spikes are not super efficient against the very, very swarm-heavy decks. So say someone's running Mana Siphon with the Crypt and Arena Stewards and, running other low-cost cards to support it, then Spikes is not really the most efficient. In fact, these 2 cards are what help me deal with those pushes. Let's see, what else can I talk about? There are some cards, I think, like Chain Trap and Spikes, for example, that really do make a difference if you can get them to level 10. The fact that I can't kill an archer is kind of a big deal. The fact that I'm not doing as much damage to, say, a mystic is kind of a big deal. The fact that I think I probably can now take out Zealots, but before I couldn't. I have to wait for them to be on the tower. And it's just some situations like that. And then for Chain Trap, not having it at level 10 means that I'm limited to 9 range rather than the 12 range that you get at rank 10, and that is a big deal. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not running Arena Stewards, it's because, again, If you don't have it at rank 10, they cost 0. And that is a big deal, despite what some people may think. I do think you can get value from Arena Stewards at 1 energy. But at the level that I'm playing at, I'm mostly playing against people that do have max level cards. Now I'll just try and jump into a match while I'm talking about this. But since I'm playing people that primarily have max level cards, if they're running Arena Stewards and I'm running them, well then every time I play Arena Stewards, I'm giving them a 1 energy advantage. Say I play Arena Stewards 10 times in a game. Well, I just gave my opponent 10 mana. And that's not going to fly. That's why I exclude it from the deck. Yes, you can protect something from Chain Trap. Yes, you can prevent certain things from happening. But overall, I think that it is what it is. So my thought process here, I'm not 100% sure if it's very efficient to take out his units like that, or to spike like that. Oh, he's definitely going to spike that. Yeah. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Well, we have to Igor here, and that's why I run the boss man. Okay, so we are going to get our golem in front. We already know he wasted his skulls, and they're not going to make it to the tower now. Oh, he's got a crypt. That's quite interesting. We are going to go ahead and spike it just to take it out. I do want to guarantee that I take out this tower. Now we're going to go ahead and freeze his golem. We're going to prevent it from doing as much damage as possible. I might have to throw Skull Swarm here. It depends on what he plays to support. I think we are going to drop it. I don't want to risk him taking me out here. Let's just go ahead and Chain Trap. I don't want to deal with the skulls on both sides. That is the reason why I made that decision. We're going to drop Zealots here. Zealots are actually excellent versus the Crypt. They do kill everything, not a problem. We've got our Enchantress here. She's going to come forward. Oh, he's just going to insta-spike. Well, we're not going to wait. I want to use this as soon as possible. Ooh, and he did drop that. I think in range for me to spike both. Okay, perfect. So because of that, we were able to spike the tower as well as the Mana Siphon and really get some good value. We have to play this before he gets spikes up. I wanted Skull Swarm. We're going to take it out. We're going to prevent at least most of that damage, and we should be good on that end. So what we're going to do now, I think I thought about Enchantress, but I wasn't really sure if I had the means to support it on the back line. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop our Wolves here again. We've got our Zealots to take care of that. Ooh, well, that's kind of annoying. We're just going to have to let that go to town on me here. Okay, we're going to Chain Trap Homie to the middle, activate my middle tower. I think what we're going to do here is play our Hydras. Okay. Oh, man. It's a damn shame that I wasn't able to get my my guys in there. Please lock down the tower. Lock down the tower. Thank you. Holy cannoli, that's a big deal. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just swarm it up in here. He doesn't have his ability yet. We might take it out. Boom. Got it. So, really, I would say I was running a deck that took advantage of his deck in that scenario. And we could just take a look at the deck here. So he's running the Mana Siphon Crypt combo, which I think is extremely common. And as you can tell, he does have max level cards, which is not uncommon here, except for the Wolves. He doesn't have Awakened yet, the Bloodhounds. But, you know, looking at his deck, I had proper card counters to deal with it. And that's why I feel like I have done so much better with this deck. Now, you'll see my rank fluctuate, and that's because I'm trying to complete missions. And if you wanted to take some advice, you know, you don't have to, okay? You don't have to. But if you're new player to the game and you wanted to take some advice on how to complete those missions, honestly, I have the hardest time, okay? But what I have tried to do is spam that AI button. Like, please, Let me face an AI. I mean, I'm not for this video, but please let me fight an AI. You know what I mean? Because I know for a fact I can 3-stone an AI without a problem. And I at least am going to be able to build up my tomes. I can get victory tomes. And despite it not counting towards my rank, I can actually complete missions. And so, yeah, pretty important. So I think we're just going to toss out Homegirl here. I mean, I'm not sure. He's got to play something, right? So we are going to drop Hydras. All right. Is he going to just not play anything at all? I mean, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's drop our wolves here. Well, son of a gun, dude. I'm trying to record a video and you're just ruining it. You ruined it. Damn it. Well, I can't say that's the first time that I've ever had someone just straight abandon. I wonder if he had the bug where he like was trying to play his cards, but he couldn't. I have seen that bug. Let's go ahead and pop this tome open. See what we get. Anything good? Hey, more Enchantress. I will take that. So, some of you may be wondering why I haven't leveled up my skulls and my spikes. And the reason why I haven't is simply because I feel like it's not that impactful, to be honest with you. The difference between 9, like 8 and 9, is not that big of a deal. The difference between 7 and 9, I don't think is that huge. But whenever you're jumping to 10, it's like a huge step up. So that kind of goes back to my whole original thought process where I was trying to explain that having awakened cards does make quite a substantial difference in this game. And thankfully, the card restrictions are low enough to where if you do play it for any substantial amount of time, you should be able to get at least competitively ranked cards within a reasonable amount of time. So now I'm not going to say that it's not going to be frustrating, but the way that you have to look at it, and well, I guess you don't have to look at anything any way that I say, but the way that I look at it is, honestly, now is the time for me to practice. And now is the time for me to improve. And now is the only time that I'm going to be able to do that. Well, I mean, it's not the only time, but it is prime time. Oh, my Lord, please. Freezer! That's why I'm running it. We're going to chain trap that. Please. Please do something. Okay. Now, I have... If I can get Golem in front here... Ooh, that's going to be big. If I can get Golem in front, please. Yes. Okay, so sweet baby Golem is tanking. We are going to drop this because that girl is extremely problematic for me to deal with. All right. Now, you could be looking at that play, and some of you may say, you know, what was that? That was terrible. And I probably should have chain trapped that rather than trying to fight it. But it is what it is. So I know he's probably going to top tower push with his dogs. Can almost bet money that he is. There it is. So we are going to drop Igor. He's going to stun all of it. That should give me enough time. Perfect. To take it out like I expected. So he's playing that. So I think we're going to Enchantress in the bottom. And we're going to see what does he play to deal with this. Okay, so he just fast pushes. That's fine. I want to pull Jane in and not the archer, so I'm going to put it out of range of the archer. Hopefully she attacks my main tower. Okay, I have nothing. I mean, I have energy to deal with the zealots, but I'm trying to build a push here, which is why I didn't play anything. Okay, so there's his Enchantress. We are going to freeze her, or we're going to kill her, I mean. Okay. And I think, hopefully this will let me take out the tower, please. Please? Right? Okay. Skull Swarm coming in. Oh, no. Freeze it! Oh. Son of a gun. He got me there. He got me there. Okay. But there is 10 seconds left. Oh, shish. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't anticipate the push-in. Oh! No! What was I thinking? No! Curses! Well, I think we could have won that game, but slight misplay there from me. I forgot that Jane can be played on the inside and target the middle. Had I thought about that, I probably would have just preemptively Igored or played my Golem in the front so that it wouldn't have been shot by both towers. He would have had to Enchantress, and that probably would have given me a little bit more time. But I ultimately, I think I lost that game when I didn't get something down to deal with his push. But again, max level cards, level 2 is not a big deal. But on legendaries, I would say that level 1 maybe is not good enough to be champion, but level 2 certainly is. And level 3 is just like extra, you know, like icing on the cake here. So we're going to play one more match. We're going to see how it goes. I don't make any promises, and this is not going to be like my set in stone deck, but I do feel like this is the deck that I've been the most consistent with since I've started playing. So we're playing against someone in Meatbags, Baby Yaga. We're going to see how it goes. This is the final match, so I would prefer a W, if you know what I'm saying. But we've got the mirror going on here. Now, I slow played Golem just because I had him in my opening hand. Not necessarily because it was necessary, but because, oh, no. Oh, there's the pesky little skulls that we knew were going to come. And you see the freaking Hydras, man. They demolished that shish. And we also know that he did just use his stuff, so we're going to go ahead and take care of this other tower too, if he lets me. Okay. Good enough. Let's pull that hoe in. Oh, she's not a hoe. I didn't mean it. Okay. Well, we got one. We got one. Oh, man. The whole not having a cooldown on the jump, so good. So we already know he's going to drop his dogs right here. Okay, I'm going to drop my dogs right here. Since he's going to neglect to play his. There's his. Saw that coming pretty far away, but ooh, 1 HP. Demolished. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. So there's the Skull Swarm. Hopefully we kill all the skulls. Thank you. Oh my gosh, there was 1 left. 2 left. What? What an atrocity that was. Freaking atrocity, man. Okay, so I want to pull the stupid... This guy. He's so irritating, especially at max level. Like, well, what am I supposed to do against that? Alright. I mean, I would say that is the absolute biggest counter. That was interesting to do my main tower like that. We are going to go ahead and drop these. No shield for you. And, okay, so Explosive Archer, 100% going to take all that out, probably. Dodge. Ooh. Well, nothing I can do. One more shot. Thank you. So we are going to freeze her, I think. We're going to drop this here. And then as soon as that comes down, we are going to drop this. Okay. Hopefully that takes that out. There's the wolves. He's got those coming. Okay, I am just going to defend with my own wolves and split push as best I can. And boom, we made it. Final match. We made it. I'll take it. Holy crap. These matches, man, they get really tough as you move up. And as you come across people that have a pretty good idea as to what they're doing, and you have to have the card level to support it. So, I will say, getting that 4th wolf has made such a big difference. Before, I had him at level 7 or level 8, and that's why I used my cards to get him up so that I could actually do well, and it's made a big difference. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it has made a substantial difference. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was somewhat informative. There are other things that I could talk about. I've had compiled a list of things like small improvements that I think would make the game better. If you guys would like to see something like that, let me know. Like, shoot me a comment, shoot me a message in Discord. I am Nomadics, number 5753. And I hope you have a good day. Catch y'all later. Peace.